morning, boys and girls. Today is Monday, February 28th. I am going to put my name on my spiral and that it is due this Friday, which is March 4th. I cannot believe we are on our way to the end of March. We're almost to March. What do you need, Miss Patterson? You want a cameo appearance on the video? Okay. So, you should have out a highlighter, and you should have something else to write with. A highlighter and something to write with. Okay, the first column down the left says number sense. Use the following number to answer the next 5 questions. Let's just go ahead and number those 1 through 5 so we know which one. Number 1. Number 2, number 3, number 4, and number 5. All of those should be referring back to this number. So here we're going to round, but this question needs to go back to this number. We can even draw an arrow so we know that goes back to that number. Okay? What is the place value of the 2? If you did not put the word place, I counted that wrong. If you did not put an S at the end of the place value column, I counted it wrong. You can turn it in for a pre-check and you'll know that I'm going to count it wrong because I will mark it on there. You have to put the S and you have to put the word place. Otherwise, it is getting counted wrong. Okay, I need you to be following with me. You're highlighting what I'm highlighting. Remember, you forfeit all armor tickets if you don't have what I have. Okay, what is the value of the 1? This should be written as a number. If you write it as a word, it is getting counted wrong. Again, turn it in for a pre-check, and I will tell you, write this as a number. Number 3, which digit is in the tens place? Again, that's a single digit. It's either 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, or 9. Written as the number, not a word. Okay? Round the number to the nearest 10,000s place. Let's go ahead up here and underline the 10,000s digit. We can even draw our arrow. And then name the number that is 600,000 less than this number. Okay, yes, sir. Well, what does less than mean? Is it going to be smaller or bigger if it's less? Luke, is it going to be smaller or bigger if it's less? Well, you know, which one's less, 7 or 5? 5 is less than 7, so you're looking for a number less than this, 600,000 less. Okay? Okay, find the area of the complex shape. Look, she snuck that one in over here. We need to draw our line, and then there are 2 unknown sides that we're going to need. Actually, we don't really need them, do we? But let's figure them out anyway. What is the length of this side?
5.
How did you know? Okay, this vertical side is the sum of the shorter 2 vertical sides. You're exactly right. It's 5 centimeters. What about this one? Okay, this horizontal side is the combined length of these 2, which are 5 and 2. So that is 7 centimeters. Okay, so you just have to find the area. Oh my gosh, list the first 3 multiples for 7. You could literally go back to Spiral 20 and have a freebie there. List the 4 factors for 15. What are the numbers we can multiply to get 15? Highlight the word here, multiples, and highlight the word factors. Okay, here's an addition problem. It says, don't forget the dollar sign and decimal point. If you don't put the dollar sign and decimal point, it's getting counted wrong. Turn it in for a pre-check, and I'll remind you if you forget. Okay, when we add decimals, we need to add out the decimal point If there's not a decimal point on the end of a number, what should I do? What should I do? Addie? You're going to add your decimal point, and you're going to add your zeros. Tell me what place value this 9 is in. What is the place value of the 9? Who can tell me the place value of the 9? Alex? Not thousands, this 9 right here. Huh? Look at it. The ones. That's the ones place. Which digit over here is in the ones place? Levi, which digit over here is in the ones place? The 5. So you have to add up the ones place digits. Okay, and you can just add decimal. If you saw a price tag and it said $169, you know that you can add the 0.00 and it's the same value. Now, I'm going to give you another hint here. Go ahead and put your dollar sign down there. Okay, and then when you, please, you're on video. And then when you come over here, you can put your dollar sign in your decimal. Okay, then over here we have we need to multiply. You're going to want to use the 2-story house. Over here we're going to subtract. Inverse operations to check. That means add back to check. Many people lost a point this week for not adding back to check. Then here you're going to set up your division problem. Here you're naming an equivalent fraction. Okay, this says show evidence. What do I need to do to show how I know which is greater, 4/6 or 10/12? That's the same as justify. Well, just using the butterfly method, we cannot justify by using the butterfly method.
So you can't use the butterfly?
You can use the butterfly method to check your work, but that isn't going to give you your evidence. To find your evidence, you're going to have to find a common denominator, which is going to be 12. 6 times 2 is 12, and then over here we have 12. Okay, then this one says to change 8/5 to a mixed number. Okay, we're going to do some more practice with that today, but if you remember, we had to subtract out one whole. What whole fraction can I easily subtract from 8/5? Who remembers from Friday? Dig way back in your brain. What whole fraction can I switch out from 8/5? Yes. 5/5. Thank you. And when I subtract my 5/5, remember, it's like regrouping. And I have to put a 1 in my ones place. Okay, I'll give some freebies, so if somebody wants to pick that one, they can. We'll also talk more about it this week. Okay, I've got 2 freebies to give. Since I already gave you lots of hints on this one, who wants a freebie? Addie. You want to find the area of this? Okay, I'll only find part of it. What? What do you think, Kaden?
I want to do the fractions.
This, which one?
The one that's equivalent.
This one, the equivalent fraction?
Yes.
Okay, how do we find equivalent fractions? Everyone say it with me. Multiply or divide the numerator and denominator by the same number. Kaden, pick a number you want to multiply by.
Probably times 2.
Okay, that's always a safe bet. So 7 times 2 gives me 14. 8 times 2 gives me 16. So our equivalent fraction is 14/16. Okay, I'll do one more. Nolan. All right, that's 2 people that asked. I'm going to divide it into A and B. Nolan, which one do you want me to find, A or B? A. So the length is 5 and the width is 2. So my area is 5 times 2 or 10 centimeters squared. Okay, for those of you that asked, to find the area of rectangle B, you'll need to multiply this length times width. And then to find the total area, you add them together. Okay? All right, you have all week. If I did not do the freebie that you want, you have all week to come see me during RTI to help you. Okay? If you turn this in tomorrow for a pre-check, it's 3 armor tickets. If you turn it in Wednesday for a pre-check, it's 2 armor tickets. And if you turn it in Thursday for a pre-check, it's 1 armor ticket. Remember, you forfeit all your armor tickets if you didn't follow along in class. So if you don't think you have what I have on my paper, then you need to probably go back and watch the video. It will be in your parents' email tonight. Okay? If you turn it in with 100% early, you get an extra armor ticket. If you correct it and turn it back in and get 100%, you also get the extra armor ticket.